Yes. When the pizza comes back. All right, I'm judging by the chatter that we're done. Show of fingers, number 1. Which of the following best paraphrases the old, yeah. Let me put the light on so I can see. Let's see all of the fingers. Yeah, okay. Gold, we talked about this. Old men should fight to the death and not give in because they're tired. 3, okay. The image of the Dark Knight serves to. Show them up, number 2. All right, we're going to talk about this one, okay? I'm going to talk about this one. There is a question on your test that I don't necessarily think that any of the answer choices really match. That's why I put one on here that's sort of a little vague when we talk about it. Okay, we can rule out reflect the speaker's state of mind, right? He's not really talking about himself. Okay. So, indicate that the speaker's afraid of death and dying, or emphasize all powers that will try to hold you back and down, okay? This is a better answer than the first one, even though I can make a very good argument for A. B is a better answer choice, and here's why, okay? In poetry, night, darkness, death are all symbolized, darkness always symbolizes everything that can stop you from doing stop you from seizing the day, okay? Stop you from living, stop you from doing what you want to do, right? Black engulfs you, depression is black, death is dark, night is when all bad things happen. Does that make sense? Okay. I cannot think of anything in literature that is both dark and good. No. Okay. So this idea of like powers holding you back and down, his repetition of this dark imagery, talking about night and not going into night, and then seizing this idea that like don't go into the night, like raging against going into the night. Dark Knight serves to emphasize all of those dark powers to hold you back down. That's in all literature. Okay? Darkness, powers, down, back. Darkness is never good. Anything that happens at night is not good in literature.
What comes out at night?
Huh? I got the reference. It's like my grandma used to say, nothing good happens at 2 a.m. Or actually, she used to say nothing good happens after midnight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which I have to beg to differ. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to look at this last poem. We be cool. We be real cool. Yes. Yes. All right, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to look at this last poem.
Oh.
We real cool.
This one reminds me of. Yeah, that'll be my guess too. Isn't gin a drink? So what is then?
Oh, that's what
Jazz gin.
No, I couldn't see. I kept looking at
Historically, what was jazz music associated with? I think the 1920s.
Jazz music? Talking about.
like I know it's weird, but how do you know?
Somebody help me out.
Think about the 1920s.
When they had all that money and it was just.
Oh, okay.
And they were doing work with that money. Right. It didn't go make it right. Jazz music has always been associated with like
The 1920s?
1920s and well, 1920s. Well, no, jazz music up until very recently was always associated with underground things, speakeasies, partying, wearing short skirts. That kind of thing. Right. Like not now, but when it first came about, that's what it was thinking of. So with that idea of jazz, I want you to think about that. Okay. Focus.
Friday?
Focus. Oh, I said Rite Aid.
I did say Friday. We're reading?
So how do you think he feels about that?
Shows that they're not educated, right?
Okay, so give me words to
Interesting,
say
because
no.
B is always very in
There you go.
of each sentence of each standard, except for the very last part.
Educated. That took too long to spell.
When I think of effect, I think of like a red group. I think that they all do.
What is his attitude towards the school players? Dumb.
It's like more
I don't think he's trying to
rapid.
mock them so much as he's. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Village.
Yeah.
If all, you know what I'm talking about? Yes,
Shows that they're not educated. And then if they spell like this. When he's writing like this. Oh, check out that. Yeah, it shows that they're not educated.
Yeah.
It's only the last one.
And then,
Jackie Chan.
yeah. Okay, so.
Got about a minute,
He's
guys.
sarcastic. He doesn't think they're really cool. So he's not jealous.
My nephew was watching Jackie Chan. All these ones that come out. Oh, yeah, because my dad watched them. My sisters, my nephew gave it to me last night. My nephew gave it to me last night.
They're all coming
I think it's really quite on the white. It is cute.
It was like $5.
And looks like
Let's see, children. Judging by the amount of off-task chatter right here, I'm going to go with we're done. And we're going to talk about this real quick. Okay. Let's talk about this. Okay. The pool players, 7 at the golden shovel is part of the poem. Okay. It is what we would like to call an epitaph. Okay, it's an epitaph. I happen to be really into epitaphs right now. Okay. What's interesting about the form of this poem? Okay. Give me one interesting thing you notice about the form of this poem, please. Jennifer.
There's a break in the middle of the sentence.
Yeah. It cuts off at we every time. There's a break in the middle of the second sentence in every stanza. All right.
No.
Yeah. Anything else somebody noticed? Interesting? Yes.
Like most of the countries, like they only have, it's like 3 words.
Right. So every sentence only has 3 words. Okay. A subject, a verb, and an object. Anything else? Yeah.
It kind of, like pool, school, rhymes, and then late, straight, sin, gin, stream, soon.
That's what we call internal rhymes. So there is still rhyme in this poem. There's just not at the end of the line. There's internal rhymes. Very good. Okay. What's the effect? Jessica.
It shows that they are uneducated.
I like that. That's a good effect. I never thought about that. Okay. The short, simplistic sentences show that the subject of the poem is uneducated. That's pretty good.
What did you think?
I like that. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really didn't. I wanted to hear what y'all thought. Anybody else got another effect?
Oh,
An effect? What effect? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually what I thought of the first time, is that it was just concise and to the point. I like the deeper meaning of the uneducated, though. Anything else? Yeah.
By any chance, could cause I don't know, I noticed it, but could we possibly mean yes in French? Because they're saying yes, we do all this, but then when they say die soon, they don't say it. It's not it's not gonna happen.
Well, we spell different.
Oh, dude, I never thought about that, though. That could totally make sense. Oh, my God. Mind blown. Yes, we spell differently, but, dude, if you... Oh, that's... oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's such a different read on the phone.
I get it.
How does that make sense?
I didn't even get it.
But that's the point, right? She's saying that, yes, they're cool. Yes, they love school. Yes, they look late. Yes, they strike straight. Yes, they sing sin. Yes, they think Jin. Yes, they jazz June, but there's no yes after die soon, which would be a total different read on the poem than I had. That's totally cool. Dude. You could write a whole paper on that. You could. Hi, yes, your teacher's a nurse, but your teacher's mind just got blown by Samantha Cortez. What? Okay. Mind blown. I'm so excited about the fact my mind got that blown. Okay, great, thanks. So, yes. Yes, for that you can remember. All right, back. Focus, children. Focus. Okay, aside from Samantha's really awesome read on this poem that I could write a very long paper about, including a lot of historical commentary, the tone. What is the author's attitude towards the pool players on the surface? They have no future, right? So, tone, give me one word. Critical. I like that. Critical. Any other words? Somebody from this middle group of ladies got a word? Where it says I wasn't even here. I don't know. Oh, Johnny gave me critical. What about, does she like them?
Is she?
Oh, yeah, the author's a she. Sorry. It doesn't really matter, does it? But it's a she. Give me a tone word for if you don't like somebody. Judgmental. Condescending. Very good. Okay, so we're getting somewhere with that. Okay, let's look at these two for 2 minutes. Okay, the last sentence. $120. Right. Put the light switch on, Samantha, now that you're back in here. Okay, the last sentence of the poem is meant to imply the speaker's feelings of, hold them up. Jennifer? No, see it. I can't see what, okay, gotcha. It's all? Gotcha. Cool. Give me a justification for A, discuss. We're going to split between A and B, so discuss. Justification, please. Are y'all waiting on me to call on somebody? Yeah? Gladys, did you pick A? You pick B? Oh, I didn't see that. It's not anger. And time permitting, we would talk about why not, but Jennifer, A.
I picked A because, like, since they weren't living like that ideal lifestyle, like going to school and like having an education, like just because they didn't do that, they're gonna die soon. So we're just kind of disgusted.
Disgusted by that lifestyle? Yes. Sadness, B. Can I tell you?
Because they like there's all the stuff that they're able to do, and then eventually they're just gonna die. Like they're gonna like they're not able to do the thing that they do.
I have put this on there for a reason, right? This is a tone, okay? The author is, for Jennifer's reasons, disgusted by this, right? They left school, and then she kills them off in the end, right? This tone, this right here, this is a mood, okay? You feel sadness for it, right? And I'm going to tell you why you feel sadness for it. Because you are 18 years old and it resonates with you, right? The idea that, like, you're leaving school, like, you would love to leave school, play around, right? And then die. Like, you know people who've done that, right? This is a mood. This is the tone. You have to look at what the author is doing, right? The author kills them off in the end, right? And unceremoniously, right? Not very, with no pomp, right? Just death. Do we understand the difference? Okay. And those of you who picked 2. Any questions, comments, concerns?
So
There are a lot of
what was
two.
it?
Huh?
It was it.
It was A. 2, the pool players. Hold up your fingers.
Oh, right.
Jeez.
Oh.
What indication do y'all have that these youth are misguided or distrustful?
So they're living a bad life.
Okay. What about this word? No, we. This word we. She's not talking about her. She's talking about herself too, right? We, right? Otherwise, if she was talking about this group of people over here, what would she say? They or you, right?
So that would be like.
So those of you that pick youth that blindly follow, she's in that bucket. Misguided, distrustful youth is the right answer.
Oh,
I was being mean.
I know. Like nothing else makes sense.
Those of you that pick youth that blindly follow, it was that word we. Remember, pay attention to the diction. She's putting herself in that bucket, right? This is a poem. I could spend all day talking about this, like 5-line poem. Okay, but I won't.
You said you can add historical content to when somebody in the court has added that comment? What historical content? What historical?
Well, for one, this poem comes out of the jazz age, right? Where everybody historically was saying that those that listened to jazz were going to this like depth of sin. Also, this idea of prohibition, right? Jazz joints were associated with speakeasies, which were associated with booze, right? So they're drinking, they're being promiscuous, which was probably not really happening. They're listening to jazz, they're going to go to an early grave, they're living this life of sin. Except Samantha's saying that they're not actually going to die soon. Like, yes, they're doing all of these bad things, but they're not actually going to die soon. Is like this social commentary to say that, like, no, jazz is not this inherently bad thing, with people saying all the time. I could write a very long paper on this, on the dual meaning of the poem. Huh? Yeah. Take your own English literature class. Okay.
Man.
For the sake of time that we don't have, we're going to skip skip all of it regrettably. The Battle Hymn of the Republic and I being born a woman in distress, or being born a woman in distress. If you are still confused on poetry, I suggest you come in. We can look at those two poems. But skip to the exit ticket. Neutral Tones by my least favorite author, Thomas Hardy.
What are we looking at?
The exit ticket. Okay. The last page. I want to go over this. So I want to go over this. So I'm going to give you a good 10 minutes to really look at this poem and answer the multiple choice questions that are attached. Right. I really want to go over this, and I really want to close the lesson. So we're going to cut out the little middle part. Got it? Go. I lied. I'm going to give you like 8 minutes. Focus, children. What?
Week. I'm really sad, dismal, cold, dark. Think of England.
Raymond, sit in that chair properly, child.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Like, sit up. Like, you come up against the wing in your floor.
Is that because we're recording?
Nah, that's because I don't want you slouching and then you make me back hurt.
Your back hurt?
Like, looking at your back is making my back hurt.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute and 4 seconds, love muffin. How many of you still need more time? Raise your hand. Okay, you get the minute and 4 seconds then. You should never take an Italian Renaissance literature class. You will get that if you take an Italian Renaissance literature class.
Italian, what is that? What use that? I remember that.
Oh, you should use this one called draft, but like you'll read Dante's Inferno.
Oh, okay.
Hey, children! There's chatter. Class ain't over yet. If you're done, sit patiently for the next 30 seconds.
A vampire. That was Friendly's manager.
7 seconds. Okay, I want you to check your answers real quick. Gauge your learning. We're not done. Calm down. Woosah. You're not leaving until I finish my closure. Okay. Number 1, the word best describe. Which word best describes the overall tone of the poem? A or B? Bleak. Excuse me. Bleak. I almost said A. My bad. Okay. Bleak. 2. G. 3. C. 4. Sorry, I'm not actually looking at my key. Hold on. J. 5. A. And G, or 6. G. My bad, okay. Show of fingers how many of 6 you got right.
Oh, I was gonna put 0.
Everybody got over 80%. Good job. Those questions are just like the ones that are going to be on your CA, except the poem on your CA is actually not as hard as Harvey. Okay? So, in closing, okay? Looking at all of you, did you meet today's objective?
Yep.
Okay? What was today's objective? 80% mastery on what? So, Brenda, read the school bio. Excuse children, settle down. Stop shuffling. Brenda, once again, because Mickey over here lost it, will you read the objective? Okay, you were able to review how elements of poetry created meaning. You did reach 80%. How's it going to help you in the short run, Jackie? Yeah, you can pass it. Okay. And what Ivy Learner profile trait that applies to today's lesson? Communicator. You have to talk to each other, and globally, well, global connections apply to today's lesson. And
Oh, they're up there.
knowledgeable. Okay, now we're just shouting out Ivy Learner profile. Okay, the one I thought of was thinkers because you had to critically think about the poem, and communicators because you had to talk to not only one another, but also poetry is a global language, and it helps us communicate with people that we don't know. If you're ever wondering about that, please note my Harry Potter quote up there. Differences of habit and language are nothing at all if our aims are identical and our hearts are open. Albus Dumbledore, also known as the love of my life. Okay, now class is over. You pack up. If you have your homework from Hamlet, stick it in the in bin.